Good afternoon. So I'm up in the Brecon beacons today and just enjoying the views at the moment. Lovely from up here. I'm parked down there by the pub where I may end up back later on, depending if I get up this hill. And I'm going to be trying out the new Dan Durston X-Mid, the one-person solid, which is my new tent and hopefully going to be my perfect tent. I have tried it up in the garden and I'm loving it. Really, really is nice. I've also got a new backpack. You can see that. It is the new upgraded version from 3FUL, the Kidium Pro. Now, I had this original pack sent out to me by Collins Outdoors, the original 3FUL Kidium Pro, which weighs about 900 grams, and I loved it. Used it for 3 or 4 months, but the waist strap split. I did a review, a comparison with my Nature Hike Rock against it, which I've been using solidly for 2 years and has never ever let me down. I'll put a link up in the screen there if you want to watch that review. But the Kidium Pro was a great pack, but it had its faults, and one of them was the hip belt tore away from the bag, so I couldn't really trust it. It's supposed to take up to 14 kilos in weight, so I don't know, maybe they overestimated it. I didn't get any of that weight, but we'll see. However, 3FUL actually saw my video and said, do you want to try the new version out? So they've got an upgraded version now, which is reinforced strength, and it's got a different pad holder because this is a frameless pack. It's supposed to weigh about 900 grams. I weighed this and it came in at 820, so decent lightweight bag. It only costs about £72. So I'm going to test this over the next few months. It's made out of UHMWPE nylon mix, so it's very strong, water resistant, not waterproof. It's got an inside pocket, zip pocket in there, usual 2 big side pockets, big kangaroo pouch on the back, lots of straps. So yeah, I really enjoyed it the first time I had the Kidium Pro. It was a great pack. It just let me down, so I'm going to test this and see how well it works over the coming months. Weight wise, I'm quite impressed with this at the moment. I'm normally around the 10 to 12 kilo mark without food and water. This pack is 10.4 kilos, but I've got 2.6 litres of water, so that's about 2.5 kilos of water. And it's got my food in it, everything, fully loaded. So realistically, I'm somewhere around the sort of 8 kilos or sub if I didn't have water with me. So if I was going somewhere that had a water source, then it'd be very lightweight. So I'm looking forward to sort of testing my limits. I've still got everything in here that I need for a camp. I'm not missing out on any luxuries. That also includes a kilo of a tripod that I'm carrying as well, so for my filming. Yeah, and I wouldn't take that into consideration if I was doing an ultralight camp, because I wouldn't bring it. So I can definitely shave this down quite a lot. So I'm quite keen and excited to see how low I can get my weight on a summer camp. So I've come from the pub down there up here. I've got to go over this hill. I'm going to get up to the top of it. I'm probably about halfway to where I need to get to. The weather's overcast. It's not looking great, but it's not supposed to rain. Maybe mid-morning it might do, so we shall see. I'm going to head up this hill, and if I don't break a leg, I'll see you in a bit. Right, this looks as good a pitch as any. Not a bad view out there. Cloudy and overcast, but still pretty good. So I'm working today. I've got meetings tomorrow, so I do have to be up early and off out. I had intended to climb up there, but it's just going to take me too long to get there and too long to get back in the morning. So I'd rather enjoy it than stress myself out for a short period of time. You know, I get a lot of people comment on my table that I make. Some saying it's a fantastic idea. A lot of people have bought them. Yeah, it weighs just over 70 grams. packs flat next to nothing, takes up no space in the bag at all, and other people say it's a ridiculous luxury to bring a table camping with you, but for one that works so well and is so light on this ground at the moment, it is just all grass tussocks. And I think even if I had the gas canister stand, you'd struggle once you put the gas canister with a stove and a pot on top of it with the height. You'll struggle to get it properly stable. So this thing with 4 independent legs on it, you can just find a nice flat surface area in between the tussocks, just move it about until you get it level. Works perfectly. If you haven't got one, Outdoor Gear Essentials, go and have a look. Right, I'm going to get a coffee on and just sit here and chill out and enjoy the view. It is absolutely stunning. It's not the best weather, but it is a lovely, lovely spot. My favourite coffee, Kenko Duo. Admittedly, this is the latte and not the cappuccino. I do prefer the cappuccino. In theory, it shouldn't taste any different at all because they're both made exactly the same way if they're made professionally, but with thicker crema or thicker froth on a cappuccino. But there is a difference in the taste. They didn't have any. But this is by far the best coffee I've ever had while camping, as in a milky coffee. Yeah, I haven't mentioned the Kenko Duos for a while, but I've still been drinking them. But if anyone is looking for a really, really good coffee, these are really great. They're not massive pack size, they're not the size of a sachet, but those sachet coffees, they're just absolutely rubbish in comparison. I do like my coffees, I like a proper coffee, and I think this is the closest you'll ever get to a lightweight camping coffee anyway. You can't beat this. So I've just been chilling out in the tent for a little while, just literally laying in the quilt, snuggled up in the warm, doors shut, listening to the bird song. It's just stopped now. There was some just constant bird song. It was absolutely lovely. Did not stop for a breath. They were just, it was weird. Don't know how they manage it, but yeah, it's nice. Listen to the bird song laying in the bed. But it's 8 o'clock now. I didn't realise the time. just gone 8 o'clock, so I'm going to get some food on. I've got the usual suspects: soba noodles, big version, my favourite, as always, packet of Jaffa cakes. Can't beat that. I'm on a diet at the moment. The wife and I are doing what's called a chemical diet, which is basically dust and air, and you do it for a week, and it works really, really well. You lose like half a stone in a week easily. It's hard work though. You got to make up for just eating tons of fruit when you can. But yeah, it's quite good. But I'm on a cheat night tonight because I'm not at home, so I can't be doing the normal diet. So yeah, I'm going to get that on the go now. I've got again the normal Quaker oats, golden syrup for breakfast. So I'm going to get some water on now, get some food down my neck. Yeah, I've said it before and I'll say it again. You cannot beat these soba noodles. They're really tasty. And the big ones are just that much better. I am sitting here out of the wind and snuggled up in my quilt, feeling quite warm and cosy. I just got out a minute ago to use the facilities, and it is freezing. It's absolutely freezing up there. And it's windy. The tent is not even registering it. There's a slight flutter when the doors open. That's it. It's really standing solid. It's not high winds, but there's a fair breeze, and there's no movement at all really. If the door was zipped down, there'd be nothing, because obviously this releases the tension when the doors open. But yeah, it's feeling very solid at the moment. They've been wind tested up to quite high speeds. A lot of people have been out camping in this tent in very high winds. One guy on YouTube, I saw a video, he said he had it with just the 4 corner pegs in, and he was hitting winds of sort of 40-45 miles an hour and had no problem at all. I've gone over the top on going out, so I should be fine tonight. It's not expected to be really windy, but it's good to know that it's a decent test of the tent. The design of it, because of all the angles, it's like no matter which way the wind comes, it deflects it off, which obviously makes a big difference to its stability in the wind. So yeah, enjoying it so far. Right, I've had my Jack Daniels, had my Jaffa cakes. It's 10 o'clock now, so I'm going to hit the sack. I've got an early start tomorrow, so if nothing else happens, I will see you guys in the morning.
Good morning. Well, I hadn't intended this trip to be a weather test of this tent. It was really just going to be an initial tryout and an announcement of the new tent. But the winds have picked up last night and all through the night. I mean, I did sleep really well last night, but I woke up probably 2, maybe 3 times, which is unlike me. I normally wake up every hour. And you can see movement in the tent. But I've just got out and I'm struggling to stand up. It's blowing me over. I'm leaning into the wind, and this thing is like a limpet. It is just stuck to the ground. I'm going to use the guy out point on the door on the other side next time I sort of set up like this, because you can just see a bit of movement on the bottom of that door. But other than that, it's rock solid. I'm really impressed with it. It held up really well. I didn't think it was windy last night. I could hear the wind, and I could hear the fly sheet moving a bit, but that was it. And I didn't realise how windy it was because it was just so rock solid. I'm impressed, very impressed.
Right, time for coffee and breakfast. Right, hopefully you can hear me. My GoPro battery has died, I didn't charge it, so I'm using my phone. Right, there's me all packed up. Leave no trace, that's where I was last night. So I'm going to head back down now to the car. I'll leave it here because it's just too windy to record. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, as always, hit the thumbs up, and if you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you all on the next one.